G'day, fellow travellers. It's Steve again from Greatrex Travel. Today I thought I'd talk about whether or not it's worth chasing frequent flyer points for you. So what I want to say up front is that frequent flyer points are generally really useful. And the best use for them, in my opinion, is for business class long haul travel. You get the best bang for your buck. But they can also be used for economy flights. And I was approached recently by a young person to talk about whether it was worth them chasing points, in particular, linking their expenditure patterns, so their everyday rewards card at Woolworths, setting up one of those and then linking that to their Qantas points and getting points that way, or setting up their Flybuys cards at Kmart and Coles and linking those to, and others, and linking those to Velocity and Virgin and associated airlines. In some cases, it maybe not be worth it. So when we looked into it for this particular person, for example, if they wanted to fly economy class from Brisbane to London, they would need 63,000 points, which means they would have to spend, I think, double that, $126,000 at Woolworths. So to get those points, and that's probably going to be, for that particular person, too much. For someone like me, getting credit card points on top, and who spends a lot more money and has other ways of for getting points, it's probably not worth it. Probably is worth it. And I was reminded of this also. I went to BP the other day to buy some petrol, and it's actually very confusing when you link it to your Qantas points, because it actually invites you to give up your entire points balance to get, in my case, $61 off for my 11,000 or so Qantas points, which for me would be not worth it. So, but for her, it might be worth just taking the points. Yeah, so that's slightly different thing. So I think in many cases with flybys and everyday rewards, often you can take these rewards as cash benefits. I believe someone like her would be better off doing that, given that she hasn't got a credit card, hasn't got a huge expenditure either. And also she'd be better off doing most of her shopping financially at Aldi, where you get generally a great deal. I enjoy shopping there as well. But when she is shopping at Woolworths, which is her favourite shop out of Coles and Woolworths, she'd be better off, yes, by all means registering with everyday rewards, but just using the points for cash discounts, because not everyone has a credit card or which will pay points, and those credit cards cost money as well, and in many cases. And on top of that, you don't get the kind of double spend. They may not spend enough money to do that. And in that particular person's case, I suggested they look at flying, say, Scoot Economy. So we had a look at Economy, Scoot being a subsidiary of Singapore Airlines. So they fly, say, from Perth to Athens. It's quite a good connection, I believe, because you only have generally a couple of hours to wait in Changi Airport at Singapore. Well, the base flight for that is $499. If you add on check luggage, which most people are going to want to do for such a long trip, it's $687. So I believe that's a absolute travel bargain. So, so what do you think? Is it worth it for you to chase credit card points? It's certainly not worth it for everybody. Frequent flyer points. It's not worth it for everybody. Sometimes you're better off to take the cash discounts and shop at Aldi and not get too bothered about chasing points. It really comes down to your income levels, your goals, whether you have a linked credit card, and so forth. So, what do you think? And also, if you are interested in Scoot, please have a look at the link up here to my video on Scoot versus Scoot Plus. And I'll see you next time. Thank you.